How you doing, guys, and welcome to another video where I'll be playing through Dark Souls Remastered. Now for this video I've moved on to the next boss, but before I go on to the next boss there is a couple of things I want to say, and that is these items right here. You've got the repair box, you've got the weaponsmith box and the armorsmith box. These are items that you can buy through various different merchants, and I do strongly recommend that you do buy these items, particularly the repair box, because the repair box allows you to, when you're at a bonfire, it allows you to pump some souls into repairing your equipment, as well as the weaponsmith box and armorsmith box, which allows you to spend souls to reinforce your weapons. Now, that is important, I would say, in this game, because in this game, there's no fast travel. So, in Dark Souls 2 or 3, for example, you could fast travel back to a safe area and upgrade for a blacksmith, but you can't always do that in this video. You can't always fast travel to a blacksmith. You could find yourself in an area where there's just no blacksmith around, and if that happens, you really don't want to be stuck in a position where your weapon is broken and you have no way of repairing it. So I would strongly recommend buying those items because they will be invaluable as the game goes on. Okay, so for this video I'll be taking on the Bell Gargoyle, or perhaps it should be called Bell Gargoyles. Spoiler alert, yes, there is more than one of them. And this fight is very reminiscent of the fight that I did in Dark Souls 2, and I made a video about that where I'm on a rooftop in Dark Souls 2 and I'm fighting shit tons of gargoyles. This fight is very reminiscent of that. In fact, it's almost an exact mirror copy. But obviously, because this game came out first, obviously that means that it was Dark Souls 2 that copied it. Anyway, when the fight starts, the first thing that you want to do is get behind this guy and start whacking away at his tail. You'll notice that at the end of his tail, there's sort of like an axe at the end of it. If you keep whacking away at this tail, you will break his tail off and you will get that axe. Now, even if, like me, you have no interest in using that particular weapon, yes, it is quite a good weapon, but it's just not really for me. But even if, like me, you don't plan on using a weapon, I still recommend that you do that, because it will take away one of his attacks. If he doesn't have that tail, he can't swipe it back at you. Anyway, after a set amount of time, the second gargoyle will show up. Now this can make things really difficult, because the second gargoyle tends to just stay at a distance and just spam his fire move at you, and this can be really annoying. My best piece of advice is to focus on the original gargoyle, okay, the first one that you started fighting when the boss fight takes place. I would recommend staying to one side of the arena until the second gargoyle starts spamming a fire move at you, and when he does that, if you run away to the opposite side of the arena, the second gargoyle should follow you while the first gargoyle is locked in his fire breathing animation. And that should give you enough distance, but more importantly enough time to get some damn good hits on the first gargoyle while the second one is locked in his animation and he can't do anything. Eventually, if you stick to this, you'll eventually be able to wear down the first gargoyle and take him out, and once you've done that, it becomes a one-on-one fight. And at this stage of a fight, it's incredibly easy. Like I said, he just spams that fire move at you over and over again. So while he's doing that, if you move to the side, or even better behind him, he will not be able to hit you, and you can just get as many hits in as whatever the hell you feel like, and you'll be able to take this boss down in no time. And there you have it, guys. That is another boss taken care of. And I'm going to be moving on to the next area, moving on to the next boss, and I'll bring my video back when I do that. So I hope these tips and tricks helped you out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.